Hi there everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent sensory consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So I have been taking you through our Autumn-Winter 2022 catalogue, which begins in just 2 days' time. So we're coming near to the end of our Spring-Summer catalogue. But before we do that, I've still got the bakery and the spice section. You can probably hear the neighbours mowing, I do apologise. I've got the bakery and the spice section to go through and our Disney section to go through. Today I'm doing bakery and spice combined because here in Australia our bakery section usually only contains a few scents. Our spice section tends to be the same spice scent, catalogue in, catalogue out, runs through, and we only get one spice scent. I would like to someday see this section grow a little bit, because for me autumn winter is about my bakery and spice. It's about feeling warm and cozy, and there's nothing better than me warming a good bakery scent to get that warm cozy feeling. That's why my Scentsy Club is so large, because I tend to have a lot of the retired bakery scents just so I can get my fix in the cold weather. So let's delve in. We'll start off with the bakery first. So first one we're going to talk about is blueberry cheesecake, which is thick, rich New York cheesecake with a light graham cracker crust and delicious blueberries. So this to me I found is kind of a love it or a hate it. Some people can get like a sour milk smell when they smell this. I don't pick up the sour milk smell, but I'm not in love with blueberry cheesecake. There is a little bit of a sourness to it, just not a off milk smell. I kind of get a blueberry mixed in with like a cream cheese type smell, and I think just the combination to me I just don't really enjoy. On warm it's a lot more prettier. I do enjoy it more on warm. That blueberry shines through a little bit more on warm. And I'm not going to say I hate this scent, but it's not one that is probably my favourite. Let's put it that way. If I had a bar I would warm it, I would enjoy it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase a bar. I wouldn't go out of my way to pop it in my Scentsy Club. So the next one, which is new to our catalogue, that is Clementine Cupcake, and it's this orangey coloured wax, which is a warm vanilla cupcake infused with sweet clementine and sprinkled with lemon sugar. So this to me, I get this beautiful rich cupcake mixed with a bright orange. It kind of provides to me almost Jaffa-like vibes. Wasn't very strong when I warmed it, but this would be a scent that I would warm all year round in summer and in the warmer weathers too, because it is on the lighter bakery cakey note side, but still has that brightness from the lemon. I could see this being a beautiful mixer as well. I think this would mix well with a chocolate scent to provide like a chocolate Jaffa type cake. I can see it mixing well with coffee scents to provide a cafe type vibe. So I can see this working well as a mixer if you want to add a orange bakery note to some other type of mix. The next one, this was originally a scent of the month, and it did go into my Scentsy Club until it became available, and that was Pink Sugarberry Mint, and it is plump raspberry, is delightfully dusted with sugar and the sweetest hint of peppermint. So this to me smells like fairy floss or cotton candy. It's very sweet, it's very bright, it's very pretty. You get that same type of airy note that you can smell in Arctic Kiss, and actually mixed with Arctic Kiss, this is quite pretty, that combination. I don't know that I would classify it in the bakery. I can see where they're getting, because it is quite sugary, which is probably why they've put it in bakery. But I could also kind of see this going maybe a fruity section of the catalogue as well. So if you're not into heavy, if you're not into cloying, this would be a very, very pretty bakery scent. It's one that can be totally warmed all year round, totally warmed in summer. So I'm glad it did come to our catalogue here. The next one is Vanilla Bean Buttercream, and it is decadent buttercream frosting made with the freshest butter, whipped with cane sugar and vanilla extract. So this to me is the frosting on a cake, that rich, decadent vanilla frosting on a cake. Really great mixture. It is quite heavy, it is quite rich, it is quite sweet. I use it probably more as a mixer than anything else. If you want to tone down maybe a heavy floral or add a bit of a bakery note to it, Vanilla Bean Buttercream is the way to go. The next one, Vanilla Waves. Blueberry Cheesecake, Vanilla Bean Buttercream were both bestsellers, and Vanilla Waves is a bestseller. So, which isn't surprising. They're all continued on in our catalogue from that last autumn winter catalogue, and because our bakery section is so small, of course they're going to be bestsellers. So, Vanilla Waves. Sea salt and whipped vanilla crash into sticky caramel for an elegant fusion of opposites. So, to me, Vanilla Waves is not as decadent as Vanilla Bean Buttercream. It has that salty sea note in the background, which I can't get it open, but I use this as a mixer all the time and I absolutely love it. So it's got like a salty sea note, and you've heard me say time and time again, I don't like salty sea notes, but this kind of tones down that richness and that decadent that you can sometimes overpoweringly cloying, make a scent overpoweringly cloying. It tones it down, making it like a, excuse me, that's the dog coughing. So making it like a ice cream on a hot summer's day. You've just come off the beach, so you've got that little bit of the surfy smell about you. You've got the smell of the sand, and you're sucking down a soft serve vanilla ice cream. That's what it reminds me of. To me, it's the scent to warm, the bakery scent to choose during summer when you don't want something overly cloying, you don't want something overly heavy. This would be, but you want bakery still. This would be a great one. It also acts as a beautiful mixer, particularly with your citrus scents if you want to create that ice cream vibe off the street. I love to mix this with tangerine creamsicle. Makes an excellent combination. So that was the bakeries. We have, as I said, One Spice, which is cinnamon and vanilla. And I actually haven't got around to warming this. I do have a bar. It's one of my customers' favorites, but I haven't got around to warming it. So bakery was described by Scentsy as an ode to edible, delicately sweet goodies, includes notes like vanilla, caramel, cocoa and pie crust. And spice is described by Scentsy as gives a sense of warmth and comfort, includes notes like cinnamon, cardamom and black pepper. So I'm surprised they didn't put bestseller on this, but I suppose because there's only one scent, it's got no choice to be the bestseller and the worst seller here in Australia. So it would go either way because we only have one spice scent. And that is inviting blend of vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut and cassis. So this is very cinnamon forward. I get a red hot bakery cinnamon, and I think that vanilla helps to tone it down a little bit, but without that vanilla it would be very red hot cinnamon to me. So they are the bakery and the spice sense. I can't do a ultimate 6-pack because to do an ultimate 6-pack it would be just grab all of the bakery and grab all of the spice at once. That would make 6 bars. So I'm going to do a bundle and save 3-pack for the bakery and spice and tell you what my 3 favorite would be. So I'm going to go pink sugarberry mint, vanilla waves, and clementine cupcake. So that would probably be my bundle and save 3-pack. So while it's hot, that would be my bundle and save 3-pack. When the weather cools down, say come end of March, April, I would probably switch out vanilla waves for vanilla bean buttercream to use as a mixer. So for the warmer, hotter weather, pink sugarberry mint, clementine cupcake, vanilla waves, and for the cooler weather, pink sugarberry mint, clementine cupcake, and vanilla bean buttercream. So that would be my kind of ultimate thinking with the bakery. So I'm going to quickly delve into our last autumn winter catalogue where we talk about our bakery and our spice. So there's nothing new with the spice that we did not see come back, but with the bakery, and it actually retired in our last catalogue. What didn't return was Simply Vanilla. So for me, Simply Vanilla was more of a perfumey vanilla. It was just straight out vanilla. It wasn't cakey, it wasn't frosty-y. It was a little bit more perfumey. I did pop it in my Scentsy Club for 1 round, but when I warmed it, I got no scent throw. I had trouble getting it to perform, so I just ended up taking it out of my Scentsy Club and deciding just to stick with vanilla waves or vanilla bean buttercream because at least I could get them to perform in my area. So that Simply Vanilla, which was the pure fragrance of classically warm vanilla, did not make it back into this catalogue. So that was the roundup of basically all the fragrance except our licensed collection. I will be on tomorrow to talk about the licensed collection. What ones are your favourite from your region's bakery and spice? Do you have a little bit more of a selection than us? I know normally Region 1 do, but I did see that they cut a fair bit of their bakery down at the end of this season. So I'd be interested just to hear what your opinions are on your bakery section, your spice section. We're going into our autumn winter, so I would like to see, even if it's just in our autumn winter catalogues, a bit more choice for bakery. And I would like to eventually see a bit more choice for spice. I think something like the sugarberry, the plums, sugarberry or whatever it is that you guys get in Region 1, which we recently had in our Festive Fresh. We have that in the hand cream, in the Scentsy Soak. We've had it in the wash here. That smells really pretty in those. I think that would do well as a spice collection here in Australia because it's not overly, if they're afraid cinnamon and heavy spices don't sell well, that amendment of the fruit I think would make a really nice addition to a spice section here, just to boost those type of scents up. I'm just trying to see what it's called actually. Dancing Sugar Plums, that's the one I'm thinking of, sorry. So it's called Dancing Sugar Plums. So I would like to see scents like that eventually come to Australia to be put in our spice section, maybe winterberry apple tea. I know Cider Mill was quite high in the voting for Bring Back My Bars, so we may have a chance to try cider mill in June or July. I'd like to see more bakery scents. I do think that our catalogue could do with a few more. I'm not saying bombard them with all these scents, but I do feel that those two categories are kind of a little bit underlooked and that they could be bulked up a bit more. I'd like to see more coffee scents. What kind of bakery and spice scents would you like to see come to the catalogue if you are wanting to see more of these types of scents? Let me know what type of scents you would like to see come. So I'm going to go now. I hope you're ordering well, and I will speak to you later. Bye for now.